Welcome to our top 64 YCS Birmingham 2025 deck profile. Alfie, what deck did you bring to the event today?
I played Tenpai, Bystial, Fiendsmith, and I got 55th after Swiss, losing in top 64 to my own Green Dragon and 6 of my non-engine cards. I played 3 copies of Hydra. This is the best normal summon in the deck, and the only card. And I think, in my opinion, this is the best sort of like Fiendsmith, Bystial, Cashier pile deck. Like the amount of people I just go like shit tons of non-engine Fiendsmith, Bystial combo,
Disgusting.
and then like last card Hydra, Kaiman, Fieldsberg, and Roku. It's brilliant.
Can't wait for this to be one.
Then we play like a bunch of one-offs. Konami doesn't like seeing these cards. I like seeing them, and therefore I drew all of them every time I needed them.
Fun fact: this dragon locks.
Fun fact, as I found out in my 9th round of Swiss, this dragon locks you. That was an interesting situation. Which was
you
all.
play Tenpai, draw your one-offs.
Yeah, funny enough. I've dropped all the cards.
Man is
twice
fumbling
now.
the
I've
bag.
fumbled the fucking bag, bruv. So then I played the Fiendsmith package of 2 Engraver, 1 Lacrima, 1 Lurie, 2 Tract, and a Paradise.
So, any reason 2 Engraver over 3?
I would play 3 Engraver. I only have 2 Engraver.
Uni student moment.
The uni student moment happens.
Sorry, who's engravers and shooters?
Any shout out to the card?
Yeah, anyone you got a...
The shout out part will come later. I can't lie.
You shout later.
So then the last engine is the Bystials. We're playing 3 Rebellion, 1 Mag, 1 Juris, 1 Boldrake, and 1 Regained. Going into this tournament, I was very skeptical about the Rebellions, but every time I saw it, it either carried the match or just applied enough pressure to where the other engines broke through. The logic is it's really bad going second, because it doesn't do anything unless you're like going for Juris Realm lines on your turn, the following turn. But against like Malice or something that just won't cut it, you will just lose if you draw this card. So that was the logic to playing more Bystials. I don't own most of this deck. I was actually given most of it because I was going to play Punk, but all of my friends told me, hey, play a real deck, and I was like, yeah, sure. I ended up top 64, so it worked, but like I was only able to borrow like 1 of each Bystial, so like, so we'll just play through the volume.
Did you not play a draw when having loads of rebellions in the main?
This deck has a not great time against George.
Yeah.
Draw's not real.
Joe's not great.
Joe's not real.
And then the non-engine. This is what the deck is.
I love 2025!
Shout out to my top 64 match where I drew like all of this and 1 Fadra, and my combo line was set Ash, normal Ash, next turn, flip Ash, make Moon. That was my combo. This is just white bread. This is just white bread. That's all it is. 2 Droplet is actually something I probably should talk about. It wasn't great. There was 1 match which I won because of it, because I just top decked Droplet and it was the only out I ever saw to Chaos Angel. Other than that, Droplet was just terrible though, I can't lie. The one time it mattered, my opponent read I had Droplet and he went for a line which just played around it and it was just over from that point.
Would Charith just be better?
Honest to God, I think Chalice might be better. I would genuinely consider just playing Chalice over Droplet, even though it's has so many free settings.
Oh, Chalice, not World
Now,
Chalice.
Fiendsmith.
assistant. Okay, just to drop it in my hand. The Fiendsmith stuff, we're on 1 Moon, 1 Wreck, 1 Sequence, 1 Monday, 1 Desiree, 1 Necro, 1 Caesar, 1 Chaos Angel.
Which deck is this? I have no idea.
This is every deck in the format. This card isn't cuttable. Every single one of these I summoned almost every single game.
That didn't seem fucking.
Would you consider playing a second one of this?
Almost
get
every deck in the
Bystial?
format.
A second Requiem might come up. I'll explain it more when we come to like the cuttable cards. And then the Tenpai engine. These aren't cuttable. A lot of people are cutting Trident. You just can't. A lot of your OTK lines rely on this card. Popping this is very important for grind games. Even just if you're not going for game, you're removing the body and then summoning it back and popping a card. It just comes up so many times. This card isn't cuttable. Then my favourite endboard piece since 2021, Dragon Link Professional over here, Seal's pass is brilliant.
FDK.
Yeah, it's basically an FDK. I lost every time I made it.
First time kill yourself.
Striker SP Typhon. Typhon came
I
up
like that one.
every match. Every match I won because I made Typhon. This card is not cuttable at all. The only card I would deem as cuttable, because I made them the least, are these two. I made SP a total of 1 time the entire YCS. I don't even think I won that game. Striker Dragon came up once in a line to make SP, which he then flipped the Fiendsmith trap and wiped my entire board, and I lost. Yeah, that was great. These two would be considerations to playing a second Violent Dragon and a second Requiem. If you're very scared of Kashtira Unicorn, second Requiem came up many times today. Like, if I had it, I would have won that game instantly. But I got pulled out into game 3 and things because I didn't have it or draws. So yeah, I genuinely think if you want to make any changes to this deck, maybe sub these out for a second one of this and a second one of this. And that's the only change I've made. Oh, other than, you know, where is it gone? Forbidden Chalice being far better.
Yeah!
Pearly veteran to my.
We love Chalice.
We love Chalice,
so much.
Oh my god.
Every
we
time I
love
see a
Chalice.
Caesar, it's Chalice it.
Shout out to this and this. I love GX. God, I love oh my god, GX.
That's the 4th token.
Where's the 4th token? I ate it.
Oh.
Got a bit hungry on the way up.
3 Lancia.
So,
It's Lancia.
Yeah, that's fucking
We
Lancia,
love
mate.
50 Mallows here.
3 Droll,
Hey, Joel.
3 Phantasme, and 3 Ultimates there. The other cards I'll talk about in a second.
Yes, we will.
Lancia, I scummed about, like, I faced 4 Malice players. I beat all of them. This card won me at least 2 of those matches. Phantasme is I'm a newer player. I started playing in 2019. I had to read this card for the first time today.
What?
I sort of... so,
like draws cards and stuff.
I
isn't
knew
it?
what it did, like, fundamentally. The thing is, right,
To level 7 Violent, right?
I had to read how it worked, because my opponent went, like, Requiem, Chain Requiem, and I went, like, oh, summon Phantasme. You just draw 1, don't put anything back, it turns out. But I had to read that, because I knew... And then also I had to read the targeting protection. So that was protect targeting.
Yes, that's why it's going to hit Striker.
The one time I did it, he solemn striked it.
That's so bad. That's so bad.
Droll let me turn skip a couple of pure Ryzial players, it felt pretty good, I can't lie. Other than that, it was fine. I did lose a couple of games on, like, drawing this, but then that would happen to any side deck card I played. And then Ultimate Slayer, I think if you're not playing this, you're doing something wrong. This is probably the strongest card in the format. The fact that you go, like, Fat Target Detonator, and it completely invalidates Eclipse, invalidates the fucking field spell, because you can just dump the Aggrolator. That's another shout. Maybe you play Aggrolator.
What's next? Oh, Send Typhon, I suppose.
Send Typhon Caesar, whatever I'm planning on going into, usually Caesar.
That's cool.
The thing is, I didn't want to dedicate any extra extracts to these targets because they're only in side deck, not in the main deck, like the Sky Striker variant. But because the extract's already tight as it is, I didn't want to fit anything in. But with the Striker SP, maybe Aggrolator, second Requiem would be shout. Last cards are 2 Lightning Storm and a Droplet, and 2 Lightning Storm and a Duster. One thing we have to make about this deck profile is I was convinced I was playing Punk up until the night before we headed here. I sort of threw this deck together last moment using basically just net decking. Don't play this. The deck's called Fiendsmith Bystial Tenpai. I couldn't side it in at all because not only is it just bad in the format, because what am I going to side it against? Fucking Rise or Fiendsmith or Malice. This card's alright. I sided it in a couple of times. It came up to, like, clear a Ryzial player's back row.
I mean, it'd be good if you just got paired against like a rogue or something instead of real decks.
Yeah. I faced against Ryzial Fiendsmith, and I thought, oh, there's Ryzial cards. I put the Lightning Storm in. I had to Magnamute his guy who I just lost, so I just bricked on the card. That's all this card did today. I bricked once, not using it.
Play Dark One
Would you
instead.
consider cutting Phantasme for like something like Bells or something, just for like Fiendsmith and like all the
Phantasme, I
decks
wouldn't cut. The one time it came up, it won me the game. That was my final game of Swiss, actually.
Where you almost got beaten by the rest of us.
Actually, I'm goated. I'm actually goated at the game. Trust, first YCS, top 64, next one win.
The real question is, would you consider a crazy
Right off
beast?
the branding casual.
Would I consider Goblin Biker Crazy. Is that it?
Yes, two Bystials making it out of the entire Bystial Fiendsmith board. Magnum and the 7 sellers that entire
I've
end.
not read that card.
What if they strike it?
So good.
It's fine. I've got shout outs to make. So the biggest shout out and the most important one, I wouldn't be able to play this deck without it. This classic chicken triple sandwich. This sandwich came in clutch.
That's been on the camera.
Protein.
For hours.
I think it's been like out for a whole day now. We've sort of left it on the side.
It's not the mascot. It's the mascot.
It's on the floor now. Shout outs to the man behind the camera, Bradley, for giving me his entire fucking Fiendsmith stuff. Shout outs to
Sharing is
Adam
caring.
for giving me a complete Tenpai, no, not Tenpai, Bystial core. And shout out to Tarius for seconds before the fucking YCS starting, handing me a Striker Dragon because I
Hell yeah.
forgot mine.
You forgot?
Fucking dragon and black.
I cannot
Have a
discourage you how
striker dragon on.
underprepared I was for this tournament. Yeah, shout out to the local team down MFM, this man here. That's it,
And
I
the four
think.
cards.
That's it. I don't know, man. I just played Fiendsmith cards and I scanned people in battle phase. I don't know what to say.
Tenpai Chandra, ban that card. It's next.
Don't ban Chandra.
It's going.
Don't ban Chandra.
Kill it.
Alright.